Okay, good morning. I'm going to wait a second here too, till usually it's about a minute before before you guys see me. It's snowing here. I thought winter was over. It would have been pretty if it was in December. Now it's not. Okay, let's see. I can't see if anybody's on. Let me look at my phone here and see.
It's time for six.
Okay, we're just about in a minute, so I am going to start when it's a minute and we can go from there. So, good morning. This is the week of March 16th, and it's St. Patrick's Day today. Obviously, I'm not wearing green, but that's just because I was already dressed when I realized it. So, hopefully, on this snowy day, you're going to work on a good project. But this week at Creekside, we have tomorrow is open embroidery. Thursday is EPP, and the Cookie Crumb Trail Shop Hop begins. So come on out Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, or all three, and visit the shops that are participating, which are Chestnut Bay in Caledonia, Creekside Fabrics, the Barefoot Quilter in Rushford, the Quilter's Daughter in Perry, and the Stitchery in Alden. So 20% off all regularly priced fabric, books, patterns, and notions. You get a recipe card and a cookie from each shop. And you get to have your name put in for some prizes. The grand prize this year is a baking themed gift basket with gift certificates from each shop. And then there's additional prizes, which are long arm gift cards. And then there's there's 5 bonus prizes, one from each shop. That's a boutique jelly roll. And this year, for the first time for this shop hop, is youth passports. So there's charm packs from each shop that the youth will get. And then the second prize for youth is a $20 gift certificate. So there's one from each shop being given away for that. So make sure you go on out. We have new stuff coming in all the time. I was looking this morning and I'm like, I don't know what I should pull because there's so many things. And you'll notice here that I'm by myself this morning. Stephanie had a procedure, so she is home resting, and you will see her tonight on Facebook Live. And then tomorrow we will have our live sale. So stay tuned for that. Something that made me happy the other day, and it's just I'm kind of flattered. A customer came in and they wanted to know if they could take a picture of one of our projects because they wanted to do it exactly like that because they loved it. And I'm like, absolutely, not a problem. So, if mimicry is flattery, and I was flattered, that really made my day that somebody wanted to do something like we did. So we are more than welcome if you want to take a picture and do something just like we did it. It's flattering that you like what we do. So thank you again. Classes. We have a Quilting 101 class starting April 11th. We also have just a couple spots left in our kids class that is also April 11th. It's a name banner. We have New York, besides the Cookie Crumb Trail Shop Hop that's this week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. New York State Shop Hop begins May 1st through June 30th. We have a sewing machine. Our sewing machines are on sale. So we have a bunch of stuff. The Radiance, until the end of the month, you get a $1,000 shopping spree if you buy a Radiance. And I have to read off my cheat sheet because I'm not sure of all of them. But this is National Quilting Month. So we have our sewing machines are on sale. So if you're looking at an Accomplished 2 or an Anthem or a Ballad or a Gallant or a Jazz 2, a Lyric, a Presto, Soprano, and a Sashiko, those are all on sale. So stop in the shop and see what you can get. We have some already boxed and ready to go if you're interested. So we did the Zoom tonight with Stephanie, and then our live sale tomorrow. We also have, let's see, I did those. We have some new stuff. So our project for April for Sew and Share Social, we are doing the stabilizer tags. And they say to put ribbon in them. There's little buttonholes here on the sides. I am going to use the stretchy elastic because I can knot it off and it will stretch. I don't want those ribbons. My luck, I would grab the end and I would untie all the labels. So these are a fun little project. They're already online for you to sign up for the project. This is our April Sew and Share Social project. And they're done on felt. And also in that project, we have a little USB case. So I put a little clip on mine, and then I use the elastic, and then you open it and you can fit 8 different USBs in there. Now, I didn't close my end off for a reason, and that I will talk to you about at the class. So the USB holder and the wraps, the stabilizer wraps, are the project for the April Sew and Share Social. We also got in Quilty Charms. Isn't that the cutest Merry Little Poppins? I loved it. So we have those. I know we talked about clappers before, but we have some with Creekside's name on them. So if you're interested in a clapper, come on in. We've got some. And a new pair of scissors. People ask about our electric scissors, which are these here. And we got some in there from Metal Goose. So we have the electric ones, which are this size. There's also some snips in blue or pink. There are 10-inch tailor shears. They're just in blue. And my new favorite, because I bought a pair, are these are our 4.7-inch curved tipped embroidery scissors. So these are quite sharp, and you can see that there's just a little bit of a curve on them. And I've been using them the last couple days, and I like these. They're nice. They're lightweight. They're big enough to fit my fingers in. So those, and they're inexpensive. They're like $7.99 for these little snips. And then the shears are $25.99. So if you're interested in any of those, and what are these? And then there's the other little snips that we have too that are $14.99. So if you're interested in those, it would be a good thing to purchase. We got some new patterns in. Lila Boutique. She has a Mr. Frank. And also from her boutique is So Jolly. And then we got in, we're going to be getting some toweling in. We're just waiting for that. But Pieces to Treasures, you make this out of toweling. So we got this pattern, the Gather and Go. And we've got Knit Happens for you knitters or even crocheters, those little pockets, or crayons or colored pencils for your little ones. And then we did the quilt here. We have the quilt that is crocheted, and this is from Tulip Cottage Quilts. It's crocheted around the edges. We also got a crochet border pattern and the vintage lace, which you can use with panels. So we have that. And then again, mug rugs, Whole Country Caboodle. We have some mug rugs, and these are cheater mug rugs. So the backs of them, or the quilt block themselves, have heat and bond on them, and you iron them on rather than piece them together. So if you need a quick project, this Patrick Garden mug rugs is cute. A kit. It's coming that time of year, bug season, and the littles might want to go bug collecting. We have some bug collectors. This is a whole quilt with the pattern, $119.99. Stephanie's not here, so I can tell you 20% off the end of the week. So stop in and get those kits and stuff you're thinking about. And then we have some new felt in. It's called Wool Blend Felt. I did not use it on my stabilizer wraps, and you can tell a difference. So I wanted to do it on the cheaper felt that we all got from like Joann's and things like that. But we've been doing Stephanie and I have both started working on a few little hand embroidered things with felt. Stephanie just did this strawberry, and it makes a difference with the wool blend felt. So we have, I'm not going to say, Stephanie wanted me to show the whole thing. We have an array of colors of wool blend felt. They're 9 by 12 sheets, and they come in multiple colors. So every project, I think we have a color for. So whatever you do, and use embroidery floss, Valdani threads, pearl cottons, whatever you want to stitch with it, and they are fun. This is something you can sit in front of the TV and do. And I think I brought my bunnies last night that I did. So we have those. And then we got some new batiks in, and this red is really rich. It looks more orange, but it is a deep red, and it is just gorgeous. And then we've got this one. It's kind of purpley, greeny, black. I know the camera doesn't do it justice. And this teal is gorgeous also. And then we got a cream. It's kind of a tone on tone. There's just a little bit of other color to it. So we have that. And then since this is the 250-year anniversary, we have the Hello Sunshine. We have a fabric kit for this, and we have a sample up. And I think there's a couple just plain patterns there if you're interested in that, and that's from Patchabilities. And then last but not least, we have not much left of our toilet paper fabric. We showed this last week. So if you're on the fence about getting the toilet paper fabric, I would say come in and get it soon because it won't last. All of our panels are gone. They went in like a day. So if you're interested in that fabric, come on and get it, and make a toilet paper holder, curtains for your bathroom, lots of different things. So that's all I have for you today. Make sure you come out on the Cookie Crumb Trail and see us. Go to the other shops, see what they have to offer too. We're here our regular hours during Shop Hop. There is a printout here. Most everybody is on regular hours. So when you plan your trip, look at the hours. We open the earliest, I believe. Yes, we open the earliest. And on Saturday, let's see, check it because some of us close at 3, some close at 4, and some close at 5. So plan your trip accordingly so you can hit all of them and then have your name put in for the prizes. All right. If you're staying inside today, have fun sewing. If not, come out and see us. Or if you want to come sew here at Creekside, you're more than welcome. We're here till 4:30. Have a great day. Bye.